What do y'all think about a good old Sunday pot roast with red potatoes, onions, and all your good, fabulous seasonings? Well, that's what I did for this Sunday's meal, and it was amazing. Oh, and don't forget those wonderful baby carrots. Don't this look so yummy? Well, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create your own version of your own pot roast red potatoes, baby carrots, onions, and all those good old juices. And after the video, you guys like and subscribe so you can get more fabulous recipes as I put them together from my table to your table. You ready? So let's get started. You're going to need you some chopped red potatoes. I cut mine into nice little cubes. Then I add my 1 to 3 pound pot roast in my casserole baking dish. Then I add my baby carrots and all my potatoes, and that's like 4 to 5 small red potatoes. I have half of a yellow onion and half of a red onion chopped into cubes. You can chop it as small as you like or big as you like. A little bit of celery. I use one stalk and chop it up into small pieces. And we're going to take all of these and we're going to add it to our baby carrots, red potatoes, and our pot roast. Next, we're going to chop our one stalk of celery into small bits. I like small bits. You can make them a little bigger if you like. Then we have our roasted garlic seasoning and Nature's Seasoning by Morton's. And I'm going to take these about 2 tablespoons of each. And I'm going to sprinkle them all over our pot roast, potatoes, onions, and carrots. Mix it in pretty well. Give it some good flavor. I like my stuff seasoned, so you guys can feel free to add a little more if you like. It's not going to make it salty, but it's going to make it amazing, especially that roasted garlic. Next, I'm going to add some extra virgin soybean olive oil. I like to add about 3 tablespoons, so I won't have a dry roast and dry veggies. I like mine to be kind of a little bit of, oils on it. Just make that flavor just kind of flow through your pot roast, if you know what I mean. So just pour it all over it because we're going to mix all of this together, guys. Next, I'm going to add some crushed pink Himalayan sea salt from the grinder. You guys can use some already crushed if you have it, or whatever type of salt you like, but this is just better for me. I add about 3 to 4 crushes. Now I'm going to add in some rosemary leaves. I give this about half a tablespoon. Sprinkle the rosemary seeds throughout and just kind of get them all over the potatoes, the veggies, and the roast. We're going to spread it underneath as well. Get all this mixed up really well. Next, I'm going to sprinkle in some heavy shakes of adobo. I love this seasoning. It's not too salty, but it's flavorful. Sprinkle it all over. I give it 3 to 4 good heavy shakes so it can get underneath as well and throughout the roast and veggies. Okay, that was about maybe 3 to 4 shakes. Look at this, guys. It's coming along beautifully. Next, add in some garlic powder. Give it some good sprinkles and heavy shakes of garlic powder. I love garlic and garlic powder on my food. It just does something to it. I don't know, the garlic and the powder. Then I'm going to add in some onion powder and do about the same thing. Give it 3 to 4 heavy shakes across. You have onion, you have your onion powder. This flavor is just crazy. Okay, it's time for our Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce and just use a measuring cup and just spread it throughout your roast and your potatoes. Pour it all over. It's going to soak in all these veggies, all these carrots. Oh my goodness. Next, I have my beef flavored broth. I'm going to pour in about 2 full cups. You can do 3 if you like. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to give it a little more juice. But I added 2 full cups of beef broth throughout the pot roast and the veggies, carrots and onions, all that good stuff. Just keep pouring. Cover everything really well. Next, here I have about 1/4 of a cup of minced garlic. I am going to just take this and sprinkle it throughout the potatoes, veggies, and the onions and the pot roast. And I'm actually going to add a little bit underneath just because I did the same for the onions, just to get flavor throughout the entire pot roast as well as the vegetables. So just feel free to sprinkle it all over and lift it up and add it underneath as well. Give it a good old heavy sprinkle. Next up is our black pepper, and I'm just really going to take a good sprinkle across the top of the pot roast and the potatoes. I don't want too much black pepper because of the nature seasoning also has black pepper. So give it a nice sprinkle and shake across the top. If you like more pepper and more spice, then feel free to add more to yours. Your preference, however you like it. I'm a fan of color, guys, and paprika tends to give you that wonderful orange color to just make your vegetables and stuff pop. And it gives you just that little hint of spice. It doesn't have a lot, but it has just a little hint of spice, to me anyway. Next, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of parsley to give it a little greenery on top of your veggies and your meat. It gives it a pretty little color in the end. Okay, now we're going to mix everything together to get all the flavors going, all the juices flowing throughout the meat and the veggies and all the carrots and all that good stuff. So just mix it up really well. Get everything, all the juices to the bottom, some to the top. Okay, this beauty is ready for the oven, guys. I'm going to take this and put it in the oven. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to bake it on 350 for about 3 hours. And if you want to speed it up a little bit, you can bake it at 400 for about 2.5 hours, whichever you have time to do. Okay, here's my foil that I'm using to cover and bake it. If you have a baking dish top, however you want to cover it, just cover it so it can simmer and steam throughout and everything can get very, very tender. So cover it well. My oven's set for 350 for 3 hours. Next, I have my pot roast. Look at this, guys. Does this not look gorgeous? This is Sunday's dinner at its best. And the flavor is something to brag about. So I hope this video helped you guys get your pot roast together and ready to enjoy it on your Sunday night or whatever the day of the week is that you want to make it. And if you like this video, like and subscribe to my page, guys. Thank you so much for watching.